The client was prescribed what? Acetaminophen, 10 milligram per kilo by mouth every 4 hours. The next is available. The drug is available 30 milligram per ml. The client weigh what? 22 pounds. How much acetaminophen in ml? That's volume. Should the nurse administer? The same thing. I put my ml here. I convert 22 pounds into kilos. Therefore, I divide this by 22 over what? 2.2, which is what? 10. So I get 10 kilos. And I go to the prescribed medication, 10 milligram over what? 1 kilo. That's how much they told me it is. I have 10 kilos, just convert it. Put the 10 kilo and get rid of the kilos. Boom, you done. Now, available, he said, forget about it 4 hours. It's just telling you the frequency. That's all, right? Every 4 hours, how much do you give him? That's all. It's available in 30 milligram per ml. I need an ml answer. 30 milligram, like I told you, per ml, the same as ml over 30. So I put ml over 30 milligram in order to cancel it out. So milligram, milligram. Now I've left with ml. That's all. So this will be what? 10 times 10 is 100 ml over 30. And therefore, this will be what? 3.3, depending on what they say. If they said run into the nearest, you just be like 3 ml. So the kid will get what? Acetaminophen 3 ml every time he need it every 4 hours. Straightforward. Okay, guys. A nurse is preparing a heparin infusion for a client who was hospitalized with DVT. Now he has DVT, right? He's preparing it. What is the order that she received? She received an order of that breeder like this: 250 units of heparin and 250 of that. If you see this, this is what is available. This is always confuse people. The order said what? 2,500 units of heparin. Whenever you see that they add the dose to a volume, that means that's what it comes in with. An order read 25,000 units of heparin in 250 ml of normal saline. That is your available. This is how it's available. This is what the pharmacy will give you. So don't worry about it. And then to infuse, that means that's the order you're supposed to give to the patient. 80 units every hour. So at what rate should the nurse set the infusion? The same thing. You're going to set a rate has to be what? Some amount, volume over time. So I know I'm going to have time here, right? And I'm going to have some volume, right? I'm going to leave it like that. That's the way to go, okay? So now, what is the issue? What is the available? What is prescribed? I have 800 units in an hour. That's all, right? There's no conversion anywhere. They said, what is the rate? I can leave my answer in units or in an hour, in time, right? I did not give it to you. I intentionally did it that way so that you can think about it. I think this is what somebody posted when we were doing the class. So I'm using that. But that is the rate, okay? 800 units per hour, right? Now, what is available? Okay, what is available is 2,500 units of heparin in 250 ml. Therefore, you can see to have a volume over time, I need to have a volume. So the volume is going to be 250 because there's unit here, the unit has to go down. So 250 ml go here, and then the unit, which is 25,000 units, go down like that. The 0.9 normal saline, you don't use it. Now unit, can say unit, and what you left with is this 8,000 times 250 ml. So the volume is ml, and an hour over an hour. That's how the patient is going to get it. So this cancel this. This 25 cancel, it become like 100. These two zeros cancel this zero. Therefore, the patient is going to get 8 ml every hour. That's how the rate we're going to set it so that they can receive what they need to receive. That's all. So that's the way to calculate this one. This is how you can set the infusion pump so that they can get whatever they need to get based on what is given. So you set the pump so that you can get every ml, just ml in an hour, ml in an hour. But they've given you a unit. You just convert the 800 unit to into ml, and which is 8 ml every hour. That's how the patient will get based on the calculation. Straightforward. Similar question, similar language. A nurse is preparing a heparin infusion for a client who was hospitalized with DVT. The client is prescribed this. So that's the prescribed dose, right? Now I put a kilo there and an hour, right? The client weigh what? 220 pounds. The pharmacy deliver. This is how much is available. Those are the bars where I highlight them so that you can see. It deliver. When you use the word deliver, that's what is available for them. 25,000 units of heparin. It has to be in the volume, 250 ml, so that at every ml you can calculate how much unit of heparin is in it. At what rate? I told you what you want it to be. ml per hour now. I give you. So how would you set the infusion? So the infusion, we want to know how much ml per hour. That's how you set the infusion rate. But then I have my pound. I told you 210 pound has to be converted into kilos. So 210 over, no, 220 over 2.2. And so this is equivalent to 100 kilos. Then we look for the prescribed. The prescribed has 3 units. Pay attention. So it has 800 units over a kilo. So I put my kilo there. But look, he has another unit, an hour. So this one, I just divide it and I write 1 hour because he has 2 units. Both of them are at the lower portion of it. They are down. Now I need to take care of my kilos. I calculate my kilos here. So I put my 1,800 kilo here and I put 1 here and I cancel my kilo right away. I'm done. Now, what is available? 25,000 units of heparin, 250. I have my hour here. I'm safe. Now I need an ml. I have a unit here. I got to cancel the unit. So the unit will be down. That's what it means. That's why I told you, you got to flip it back depending on what you have. So if I have 25,000 units and I have unit already here, I will put the 25,000 down here. And then my ml has to be on top because my answer has to be ml on top. And then you're done. Unit, cancel unit. This cancel here. This 25 cancel here. So we have 100 here. And we have 100 here. This 100 also cancel. And you have just what? 80. 800 ml per hour. That's what the patient is going to receive based on the numbers. So 800 ml, because I've canceled all these numbers, I will be left with 800 ml per hour. And that is the fluid the client is going to receive. It's a lot of fluid. I just did it so that you can see all the numbers. I just put numbers there to make it happen. So a client in septic shock need Dobutamine for management of hemodynamics. The nurse receive an order that reads 10 microgram per a minute of Dobutamine and 6 milligram in 250 of D5W. Calculate the infusion rate in ml per hour. The nurse should program the IV pump. This is a little bit difficult, but you got to slow down. I told you If you see 6 milligram in 250, or you see milligram in 250, these are your available, what is pharmacy will provide to you. If they give you this rate, this is the prescribed dose. And then you do the rest. They say calculate the infusion rate in ml per hour. So that's my answer. They want my answer to be what? ml per hour. That's all. I write it here. So what is prescribed? I have 10. Be careful. This is microgram in a minute. My answer choice has to be in what? An hour. So I convert this minute into an hour right away. 60 minutes, an hour. And so I cancel this. Straightforward. I see that there is a milligram here. I need to convert this microgram into milligram. So I have what? 1 milligram is what? 1,000 microgram. So I've taken care of that so that we can have this cancel out. Now I need ml over an hour. 6 milligram in 250 ml. I need to put the ml on top, 250 ml, right? ml on top, and put the 6 milligram down so that the 6 can cancel this. And you're done. You're just done. All you need to do is just do the calculation, right? The 6 here cancels this 60, and you're left with 10. These zeros cancel each other. 1, 2. There's only 1 0 here. This is cancel. This is cancel. This is cancel. There's 1 0 here and 250 here. This cancel here. What is left is 25. 25 ml an hour. Straightforward. I think I got it right based on the calculation. I just want to make sure I don't mix anything. This 1,000 cancel. I just cancel the numbers and I'm left with the 6 is gone. We still have an hour here. And 250. There's no zeros anymore. 25. And that's all. If you find another answer, just let me know. But this is what I find. 25 milligram per ml per hour. That's what you need. Next one. A client is post-op day 1 from appendectomy. Client developed pulmonary embolism and receiving heparin. What? Receiving. That's what is being prescribed. That's why he's getting it. 1,300 units per hour off 250 units of heparin in. You see, so this is your available and this is your prescribed. And you want the answer to be what? In ml. I put my ml here. I go for my prescribed. I say, what is that? 130, 1,300 units an hour. Okay. And then I said, okay, I need to do something about this, right? How much is given in 6 hours, right? So that's the answer choice. They're telling you in 6 hours. Client received this in 6 hours. So I don't need to convert this and I will figure out later. So this is in every hour. I just leave it that way. Or you can put 6 there, but I will just leave it. This is the volume that he's going to get, and then you can multiply in 6 hours. That's what you can do it. So that's the first aspect of it. Now, what is prescribed and what is available dose? We have 25,000 units of heparin in 500 ml. Unit is up. I need to cancel the unit. So 500 ml need to go up. And then 250, 500, 2,500 units will be down. That's all. So the unit cancel and I have ml on top. And then I have an hour will be below. So this cancel, this is 2 zeros. 5, cancel 5. You have 50 here. Another 0 can say here. And then you have 1300 divided by 5, which is almost like 7, which is almost 26. So 26 ml over an hour. So that's what the patient is going to receive. But look at the question. What is the amount of heparin ml client receive in 6 hours? So 26 times 6. Every hour is receiving that much. So in 26, in 6 hours, it's going to change. You just multiply by 6, basically. So 26 times 6 is 156. So the client is going to get 156 ml of heparin. So the answer has to be in ml because these are per hour and this is 6 hours. And that's the way you do this question because they're asking you how much heparin in 6 hours. So the amount that you get, you multiply by 6. You can put it in the beginning of the case where you put 6 hours here over 1, and that will take care of it right away. So let me do it, and you can see it's the same thing. I put 130 units, 1300 units over hour. The question said in ml in 6 hours. So I put times 6 hours here. So the hours is gone. Okay, I put 1 here. So the hours is gone. The same thing. 500 over 25,000 units ml. And this will put the answer in ml. It's all dimensional analysis. So units cancel, hours cancel, and you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 5. You have 50 here, and 0, 0, which is 130 times 6 over 5, which is what we got. We got this first. We get 23 multiplied by 6, and the answer will be the same ml. Okay, so that's the way to do it.